All right, let's see if the Asana IPO is a good investment. Stay tuned. What's going on, you guys and girls? My name is Jose. Welcome back to Rico Suave Investing. If you want to learn about the stock market, investing in financial freedom, then you came to the right place. So make sure you click that like button and subscribe. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything. So today we're going to look at Asana, which is another very requested IPO on the Discord. If you haven't joined my Discord, make sure you go down the description and join the Discord. But before we begin, I want to give a shout out to my patrons. These people right here are my superheroes. They get a shout out on all of my videos, access to my new Discord, free access to my marketing masterclass, stock market news, portfolio updates throughout the week, and more. You can also find their links to their channels in my description. I'm on YouTube a couple times a week, but I'm on Patreon and Discord every single day. So if you don't want to miss anything, the link to my Patreon is going to be in the description. Only $1 per month. Now back to the video. All right, so the first thing I want to point out is that Asana did file their S1 paperwork back on August 24th to go public via direct listing. They don't have a ticker symbol yet, which is very interesting. Many of the other companies I already cover on this channel have a ticker symbol already in mind, so we'll keep an eye out for that. They coming in around a $20 billion valuation for the company, which is very high compared to those of Airbnb and all the other ones like Palantir and all that. All right, here's a 1-minute video from the street to show what Asana is all about.
Asana unveiled its multi-year product vision for the future of work.
Hello, and thank you for joining us from all over the world.
Here's a recap of what we covered. In the future, anyone can prioritize their day across all of their apps within Asana. Imagine a virtual assistant that harmonizes your to-dos with your calendar, based on top priorities for the organization and your career. We introduced Focus Mode to help you get in the zone and stay there with distraction-free time for critical work. No more unproductive meetings. Huddles give teams a new way to sync live.
Everyone can participate in the huddle from wherever they are. No one needs to take notes because Asana automatically transcribes the entire conversation and converts action items into tasks.
The Workflow Store will help teams find the perfect workflow from category leaders and third-party developers so they can tackle new challenges and projects with confidence. We launched our Goals feature, which helps leaders put strategy into action by connecting the work teams do to the objectives the work supports.
And every single person in the organization has clarity on the organization's mission, its objectives, and how their work ladders up.
Status reports of the future will virtually write themselves, so leaders can keep an eye on everything that's happening.
But imagine if we didn't just flag issues, but helped find you solutions.
Asana's intelligence can spot potential issues, so workload conflicts will be a thing of the past. With features that enhance the focus, efficiency, and engagement across your organization, this future of work can become a reality with Asana.
Wow, so that's pretty cool, guys. Thank you to the street for this video. Anything that helps streamline communication at work will help, operations be more efficient and profits and revenue increase. So, and it reminds me of another software company like Mondays, Microsoft Teams, and things of that nature. So just a great product. But let's read a little bit more about it. The company's primary use include project management, workflow management, calendar, remote team, productivity, Agile, and Scrum. Asana has received at least $250 million from investors, including Benchmark Capital, Generation IM, Climate Solutions, and the Founders Fund. The firm acquires smaller customers through a self-serve website that provides them with an option for a free trial. Major competitors of the industry participants include Slack, Trello, Monday, as I mentioned before, Atlassian, Smartsheet, Rike, Microsoft, and Airtable. Asana's recent financial results can be summarized as follows: sharply increased top-line revenue, growing gross profit and gross margin, reduced operating losses and negative operating margin, increasing cash used in operations. All right, so here's their website. It says, keep your team coordinated wherever you are. With Asana, remote teams can organize projects, manage shifting priorities, and get work done. You can try it for free right here, free trial. And this is some big muscles right here, big big companies that use Asana like Vox Media, Salesforce, NASA, the government, right? Very cool. NBC, Comcast, and more. Right here's a little presentation on how the software works. That's pretty cool.
With Asana, you can plan and manage team projects and tasks so nothing falls through the cracks. Help your team do their best work by making sure they know who's doing what by when, so everyone can follow the plan and do the right work at the right time.
So emphasis on organization when you have a big company, and streamlining communication is very important, because when you have a company and the left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing, big trouble can happen that way. And then, you waste your sources and your manpower when you have two people working on the same thing and they don't know about it. So very, very cool, very cool.
You can set big goals and ambitious deadlines and chart a path to show how you'll get there, so every project can be a success. When you manage your work in Asana, you have the freedom to organize projects in a way that's best for you, and your team can focus on what's most important, to do more with less effort. Get started today and do great things together.
I'm a nerd, so I love all these types of programs and stuff like that. My degree is in business management with marketing specialization. So anything that has to do with marketing and team work and all that, I'm all for that. Any software that streamlines communication, I'm all for that. So let's look at some more information about their IPO. All right, let's look at this article right here that came out 3 days ago from Forbes. Talks about the analysis of Asana's upcoming IPO. When considering if I should buy into a software as a service public offering, my first thought is the company better be special, because there are some very solid choices already on the market. Despite Asana having investable growth, the company may be into too crowded of a space for the size of addressable market. Asana was founded by Dustin Moskovitz, who is best known for co-founding Facebook with his Harvard roommate Mark Zuckerberg. Asana filed for the S1 last week, as I mentioned, and is expected to list directly to the New York Stock Exchange late September. The company ranks at number 17 in the year's Forbes Cloud 100, the company ranking of the world's top private cloud computing companies, up from number 41 last year, or a year ago. Asana is a workplace collaboration and planning software that is designed to help teams orchestrate their work so they can achieve their goals more efficiently. The company's software is used by more than 75,000 companies, including AT&T, Google, and NASA. Asana has 1.2 million paid users and an additional 3.2 million free activated accounts, according to the filing. So it's a huge company, trusted and used by some of the biggest companies in the US like AT&T and Google, and even NASA. According to Asana's filing, 28% of the work time is spent answering emails, 19% is spent gathering information, and 14% is spent on internal communication. Asana is expected to grow from $23 billion in 2020 to $32 billion in 2023. The company believes they have the opportunity to reach 1.25 billion global information workers, and that their existing customer base represents less than 3% penetration of the total addressable market. So here's a company that think they can grow their customer base by $10 billion by 2023 because they only penetrated 3% of the market. So wow, if this is true, this is an insane opportunity for growth. For fiscal year 2020, Asana's revenue came in at $142 million, representing growth of 86% year over year. In its most recent quarter, ending in April, Asana recorded 71% growth year over year of revenue growth. The company also saw its losses grow from $50 million in 2019 to $118 million in 2020. So they are growing in revenue, but they are, reporting net losses is also as well increasing as the company continues to grow. In the most recent quarter, net losses grew 138% year over year. The increase in losses can be attributed to the company more than doubling its spending on research and development, as well as sales and marketing. Like I said, the company is spending a lot of money in growing. Some of the risks is that the company operates in a highly competitive industry with many companies competing for a share of the market. Our valuation, this is very important for us, right? Investors. Sources say that Asana has been trading at a roughly $5 billion market value in the secondary market. At a $5 billion valuation, Asana will be valued approximately 26 times forward revenue using its annual run rate. Two of the company's closest public competitors are Smartsheet and Atlassian. Oh, that's a cool ticker symbol team for comparison. With the recent IPO announcement, right, Asana could open trading at around $6 to $7 billion valuation. At the midpoint of this valuation, the stock should be valued around 34 times forward revenue, which would be among the highest valuations in the entire software industry. All right, so here we got a ticker symbol from Fortune. Apparently, they're going to be listed on the Sana for Asana. All right. The revenue is $143 million. Revenue growth 86%. Gross margin 86%. Net loss $119 million. Now, Asana was founded in 2008 by former Facebook co-founder Dustin Moskovitz, as I mentioned before. That's a big plus for me, though, because Facebook, is doing great, right? It's a subscription software that helps workers communicate and coordinate projects, as I mentioned before. Now, some of the pros, the company already has 1.2 million paid users, so not bad, right? It's a proven concept already, right? People love their software. Customers typically increase their use of the platform once they sign on, so a good customer retention rate is very, very important. How many of your customers are actually continuing to use your software and returning and not being repeated customers every month? Asana's dollar-based net retention rate, which measures how much customers spend in a quarter versus how much the same customers spend in a year, is 100% or 120% for 2020. So very, very good. Now, some of the cons, according to Fortune, is that there's a lot of competition out there, of course. You know, you have your Microsoft and your Google, Slack, and all that. So, as you saw during the video, it's a beautiful looking software, that it helps you streamline communications and get your projects done and all that. But there's a lot of competition out there. All right, so I guess Google Smartsheet is their biggest competitor right here. You're looking at the IPO year. They IPO back in 2018. Asana's going to be IPO sometime this year. They have 74,000 customers. Asana's got more customers than they do already, 75,000. We're looking at the revenue right here. The growth, 66% compared to 85% Asana. They also got a gross margin of 80% compared to Asana, which has 86%. Net income, of course, neither one of them is profitable, it looks like. But Asana is much, much less, twice as less profitable than Smartsheet. And cash flow margin, same way. If you Google when Asana's IPO date, it comes up with the September 7th to the 11th. However, when you click on the link and you go to thestreet.com and you scroll down to the bottom to actually look at the IPO calendar, you will see that Asana is not listed on there. There's only one that's going to be priced this week. So let's click on that real quick. IPO calendar for this next week. You can see that the only one that's being priced on Tuesday is the Industrial Tech Acquisition. That's a SPAC right here. It's going to be about $10 per share. So I'm looking over here and I don't see Asana anywhere, but we'll keep an eye out. Wednesday, there's nothing. Thursday, Friday, and of course, Saturday and Sunday they close. So we don't know when the Asana is going to be priced, but as soon as we have a price and offering date, we'll let you guys know, of course, so stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. All right, my peeps, and that is all we know right now for the Asana upcoming IPO. We know that they file on August 24. We know that they're going to be listed on the ticker symbol Sana. So look on Robinhood and all that in the future for the ticker symbol Sana. But as soon as we have a price and a specific date and all that, I'll make sure that I keep you guys updated. So if you like this video, make sure you drop a like, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you watch another one of my videos. I have a whole playlist on IPOs that I've been doing lately. I kind of find them very interesting. So if you do, make sure you check out that playlist out. Of course, as always, make sure you support the channel on Patron, join our Discord, and as always, even more important than that, make sure you take care of yourselves. And I'll see you soon.
I bring up the pain, Rick is always the main. I make the market rain like acid rain. An investing channel you ever known, ya. I think you'll go your house, your money, leave you broke, son.